All right, what is going on, YouTube? This is Keith.
And this is Brian.
You're watching Less Magic, More Gathering. This is episode 4 of That's Enchanting.
That is enchanting, Keith.
I always have to say it all. So we're going to get into some red enchantments today and let you know what our favorites are from M19 and the rest of current standard. So let's go. Okay, I will go first, I guess.
Fine, that's fine. You just go first.
Because there's a total of 2 red enchantments in M19. So I'm doing the good one, and then you can do the one that's not so.
It's okay.
Whatever. So I got a Sarkhan's Unsealing 4-drop enchantment, and it says whenever you cast a creature spell with power 4, 5, or 6, Sarkhan's Unsealing deals 4 damage to any target. Whenever you cast a creature spell with power 7 or greater, it does 4 damage to each opponent and each creature and planeswalker they control. So if you can get a Sarkhan's Unsealing down and then start casting things like Traxos and what's the stupid 9/3 from Dominaria? Yargle. Yargle will board wipe your opponent.
Yes, that Galta would too.
He might die to a lightning strike, but he'll still kill everything your opponents have. So there's some cards out there that you can use with Sarkhan's Unsealing to.
I'm putting together a black-red Yargle deck. It's happening.
Black-red Yargle. That card can wreck your opponents pretty easily, pretty quickly, especially if you're up against somebody that's running like a token deck or something.
Yeah, like check this out. Check this out.
Kill everything they got. And then obviously once you do that, you've got a creature out that has power 7 or greater.
Yeah.
So even the 4, 5, 6 power creatures are going to do, 4 extra damage to any target when it comes into play. Mm-hmm. So that's a valuable ability. It doesn't do anything for you really the turn you play it, but after that I think it's worth trying to play.
Yeah.
So
it's pretty gnarly.
What's yours? What's your grand enchantment?
Somebody mentioned a second ago that there's only 2. So I got the other one.
So what'd you pick?
Oh, what'd I pick? Oh, well, my favorite is going to have to be Alpine Moon.
Oh.
Just, I don't know, man.
It's a weird choice. Why'd you go with that, Brian?
Really, because I don't know. Maybe because we don't talk about sideboards too often, and this honestly has got to be a basic sideboard card. You wouldn't really put this in your deck to start out with because you don't know what the heck your opponent's playing anyway.
Yeah. So
Alpine Moon is a 1-drop enchantment. Yay! As it enters the battlefield, choose a non-basic card name. So non-basic, so like, card name, Desert, the Fervent, Chefet Dunes, something that obviously your opponent's playing heavily because they've got some, abilities to it. That's the whole point of being a sideboard card. So lands your opponents control with the chosen name, lose all land types and abilities, and they add 1 mana of any color. So now you're giving them a multicolored land. But now if they've got a basic, this destroys, this card will take away everything out of the graveyard, or this card will give you a creature -2/-2, or whatever it is. All those abilities are gone as long as it's on the field of play. Yep. So it's definitely a huge sideboard card because you're going to, obviously, if you have somebody playing that kind of crap, you're going to be like, all right, I need to put this in my deck so he doesn't have those abilities. He or she. So, that's really all there is to it. It is a sideboard card. It's got very good qualities if it's going to be effective in that game. But other than that, it's kind of stupid.
Yeah. I could see it being useful against in like modern or other
Commander
formats.
For sure, and modern stuff where there's going to be a lot heavier types of lands that are really going to mess with you.
Yeah.
It's definitely a good card to put in there. I wouldn't say Commander because you can only use it once. Something where you
against your Tron decks where you get the 3 mana for each one. Well, it loses all those abilities. So
yeah,
that's handy.
Yeah, that would be good. But it's not very good for standard, I don't think. At least I wouldn't. Not sure where.
Not in the main board, anyway.
No, not in the main board at all. So yeah, there's that. Hope you guys like our choices.
Good choice, Brian.
Thanks.
And to be honest, let's be fair here. I let you pick, and you picked that one first.
I did.
So
I did. I didn't even look at them. I just said, you told me what the two were, and I go, give me the moon one. That sounds cool.
Alpine Moon sounds cool.
I like it.
All right, my second one, digging into the rest of standard here, I'm going back to Ixalan.
Uh-oh. No.
And I'm going with Vance's Blasting Cannons. It's a 4-drop enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. If it's a non-land card, you may cast that card this turn. Whenever you cast your third spell in a turn, you may transform Vance's Blasting Cannons. So it's going to give you, obviously, at the beginning of every turn, you're getting a form of card advantage because you're getting a card off your library that you can cast. And then when it flips over to Spitfire Bastion, which is like a significantly better version of Ramunap Ruins, which has been banned in Standard. But Ramunap Ruins was pay 4, sack a desert, do 2 damage to, it might have been target opponent or any target. I don't remember. Mm-hmm. But anyway, Spitfire Bastion, you pay 3, tap it, you don't have to sacrifice anything, and it does 3 damage to target creature or player.
That can get ugly real quick.
So it can, I see this being very effective in a
red-black Yargle deck.
Well, a very aggressive red deck that has a lot of cheap spells and things, because you've got to be able to cast those 3 spells in one turn for it to be effective. Mm-hmm. But if you're in a very aggressive type red deck where you've got small, cheap creatures that are, have good abilities, and cheap spells that are going to be taking your opponent's stuff down, then it's pretty easy to flip. And then once you get it flipped, like I said, it's just a way better version of Ramunap Ruins. Mm-hmm. So that was my choice for the rest of Standard.
That's a good choice, bro.
I bet yours is some kind of stupid combat tricks enchantment, isn't it?
It's not combat trick because it's going to be played before combat, obviously, but it does apply to other combat tricks. There were a lot of good red enchantments out there, and I could have went through the list and just found something that I liked more than something I've used previously. But this is a card that I built a heavy, awesome deck on that I've won a couple good games with and got my butt handed to me a couple good games too. So it didn't really matter. But I went way back in the way back zone and went for Siege Modification out of 8th Revolt. 3-drop, 2 mountains. You must have 2 mountains and 1 additional. It's an enchant creature or vehicle. As long as enchanted permanent is a vehicle, it's a creature in addition to its other types. Enchanted creature gets a +3/+0 and has first strike. So it's a really cheap, cost as long as you're playing mostly mountains. I mean, I play a red-white deck, and it's an awesome combo with stuff like the Consulate Dreadnought, which is where that initiated from when I first started putting it together. So you literally, if you have those 2 cards in your starting hand and you have enough mountains and more lands, 2 mountains at least, to get out there, you will have a 10/11 first strike creature by turn 3, which is stupid. So now, granted, it can be chumped, no big deal, but also in that deck I threw things in there like Built a Smash and Invigorated Rampage, which are 1 and 2-drop cards that just give it trample, and at that point you're just making people angry at you. So I've had a combo land a couple times and I like it, and that's why I like this enchantment, because it doesn't have to necessarily be vehicles. You can still throw it on something else, but the whole point is to turn that vehicle into a creature so you don't have to crew it. That's really the point. So it works out, but I've also had it get Fatal Push, so that happens pretty easily since the Console Dreadnought only costs 1. But that's my top pick for other standard red enchantments.
Nice.
I like it.
All right, that's it for our red. We've got one more week. We've got black left.
I thought we did black.
Oh, no, not black. We got green left.
Green!
Green's the last color in the color wheel.
That's the last color.
So check out our channel and find that video and check it out. Go back and check out the last 3 weeks where we've done white, blue, and black. And you can get an idea of what all of our favorite enchantments are.
Yes.
And then after we get done with green, I guess we'll just have to see what happens with the Less Magic, More Gathering top picks.
There's always artifacts.
Yeah, we might do something like that. I don't know.
Like
we'll see what happens.
Okay.
We're going to be getting into, I know it's really early yet, but we're going to be getting into preview season for next
set.
The Guilds of Ravnica.
Guilds of Ravnica.
So we might be checking out some of that stuff.
Super stoked.
All right. I guess that's it.
That is it, man.
Thanks for watching.
Yep.
See you next time.
Deuces!
Deuces.
Hey, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, go down below and find that subscribe button. Press it and the notification bell so that you'll know when we post new videos. If you've got some feedback, follow that arrow to the comment section and let us know what you think. See you next time.